Welcome friends to the channel. Today we'll be having a discussion on one more very important reactions from aldehyde, ketones and monocarboxylic acid, that is aldol condensation. One of the widely asked questions in any format of examination. Now, before we have a detailed understanding of this aldol condensation, we need to study some of the conditions that are necessary for an aldehyde or a ketone to undergo aldol condensation. The first and foremost condition is the presence of alpha hydrogen atom. And the second condition is, for an aldol condensation to take place, we need to use a dilute alkali, dilute base, or I can say dilute alkali. Further, so let me first make you all understand what exactly does a alpha hydrogen atom mean. Now for that, let me take an example. Say I have got the most common aldehyde that we study, that is acetaldehyde. Now, a carbon that is directly connected to an aldehyde group or say a carbonyl group is called as an alpha carbonate. And whatever hydrogen atoms are connected to this alpha carbon atom are referred as alpha hydrogen atoms. Okay. So if an aldehyde has to undergo an aldol condensation reaction, or if a ketone has to undergo an aldol condensation reaction, it must have an alpha hydrogen atom. It must have an alpha hydrogen atom. Now remember, alpha hydrogen atom is acidic in nature. Alpha hydrogen atom is acidic in nature. Now in some of the examinations, you will be given an example of benzaldehyde. Or you may be given an example of a formaldehyde. And we are asked to think whether they undergo an aldol condensation or do not undergo an aldol condensation. For that, just look into the conditions that I have mentioned. The first being presence of alpha hydrogen atom. In case of benzaldehyde, definitely there is alpha carbon, but that alpha carbon do not contain any kind of an alpha hydrogen atom. Whereas in case of formaldehyde, there is no alpha carbon at all. So because there is no alpha carbon atom, you can't think of having an alpha hydrogen over there. Hence, benzaldehyde and formaldehyde do not undergo aldol condensation. Well, this is about the basic idea of what are the primary conditions or requirements for an aldehyde or a ketone to undergo aldol condensations. I will be repeating that in a minute. Any aldehyde or a ketone that has got an alpha hydrogen atom in presence of a dilute alkali undergoes a reaction known as aldol condensation reaction. It is actually an aldol reaction followed by the loss of water, which is called as aldol condensation. Now, let us look into the reaction and the mechanism on how this particular reaction works. Now, an aldol condensation is of two categories or two varieties. The first one being a self or a simple aldol condensation, and the second one being a cross aldol condensation. Today, we will be highlighting more on the simple or the self aldol condensation. Let me take an example for that. Let me begin with the condensation of acetaldehyde. Aldol condensation of acetaldehyde. Now, acetaldehyde has got an alpha carbon atom and definitely it has got an alpha hydrogen atom. In presence of a dilute alkali, like that of dilute sodium hydroxide. Now remember, it is a base, hydroxyl base that can generate an OH minus. This base will in turn interact with the alpha hydrogen atom. Why? Because alpha hydrogen atom is acidic in nature. This acidic alpha hydrogen atom will react with the hydroxyl group obtained from a base. It will definitely end up in giving you a water molecule, that is a kind of a neutralization reaction, and generating a carbon ion out of an aldehyde. You end up in getting a CH2 minus over here. This is called as a carbon. Now because this carbon ion is in turn connected with the carbonyl group, there is an ample possibility that it may undergo a delocalization to provide a certain resonating structure. If you observe the resonating structure, it is H, C, single bond O minus, double bond CH2. If a CH2 minus represents a carbon ion, double bond CH2 represents an enolate ion. Now an aldol condensation may occur by means of a formation of a carbon ion or by means of a formation of an enolate ion. This happens to be the first step or initial step of aldol condensation. In the very next step, whatever carbon ion is generated or the enolate form of the carbon ion will react with the second mole of the aldehyde. So in the beginning itself, guys, I have said you that we are going with the self condensation. So because I have taken an ethanol or acetaldehyde over here, my second molecule will be same, that is ethanol or acetaldehyde molecule. As far as reactivity is concerned, in my previous classes I have mentioned you that a carbonyl group has a delta positive charge on the carbon and a delta negative charge on the oxygen. It is sp2 hybridized. Oxygen being more electronegative than carbon, the tendency of electrons are towards the oxygen. That's why the carbon ion will attack the probable positive center, that is carbonyl carbon. You will end up in getting an intermediate over here. Look at the intermediate carefully. So let me have an H, a C double bond O, which are not involved in the reactant. The CH2 group, let me write it in a complete format. This is connected with the carbonyl group now, which has turned out to be O minus due to the shift of electrons. Further, there is a hydrogen connected and a methyl group connected. Now this happens to be an intermediate. This happens to be an alkoxy intermediate. Just go back to the previous step. In the previous step, we have generated water molecule. How? The aldehyde has given its alpha hydrogen atom. It has reacted with the base to give you water under neutralization. Now use the same water molecule. Whatever alkoxy group formed over here, that will attract the proton out of the water molecule, giving back the base. Hence it is called base catalyzed. Giving back the base. Hence it is called base catalyzed. Whatever base was used over here, that is given back to the system. Now, what is the end result of it? Here we get a product. A hydrogen intact, C, double bond O, it is a single bond CH2 again, CH, OH and CH. Now guys, this compound is called as an aldol, and up to the formation of aldol, it is called aldol reaction. aldehyde in presence of a dilute alkali forming a carbon ion or an enolate ion undergoing a self reaction attack to another carbonyl group, okay, forming an aldol. Aldol means a compound having an aldehydic group as well as an alcoholic group. Aldol. So till here it is an aldol condensation. Further, a reaction similar to that of a Claisen-Schmidt reaction occurs. What is that Claisen-Schmidt reaction or a reaction similar to Claisen-Schmidt reaction? If you provide some minor temperature, a slight heating of this aldol will trigger the elimination or loss of water molecule from, say, this is the alpha position, this is the beta position with respect to alcohol. There is a loss of water molecule. The moment you remove the water molecule, the end result would be an H, C double bond O, single bond CH because of proton is lost, double bond CH because the hydroxyl group is lost, single bond CH3. This is referred as an alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Now when aldol getting converted into an alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde is called as aldol condensation. Now guys, make yourself very clear over here. If the question demands aldol reaction, your end product is aldol. Gamana kodi, understand this point very clearly. If you are attempting any of the entrance examination, read the question calmly and check whether the question is given as aldol reaction or aldol condensation. If the question given is an aldol reaction, your answer is an aldol. It will stop over here. And if the question given is an aldol condensation, compulsorily you have to release the water molecule and form an alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. If you are starting with an aldehyde, or an alpha beta unsaturated ketone if you are starting with a ketone. Guys, this reaction for you is an aldol condensation reaction. Definitely for NEET, CET, JEE, there is a trick directly to give an answer for an aldol condensation. Alright guys, so let's see a trick to directly answer the product obtained out of an aldol condensation. Now I am dealing with a self aldol condensation or a simple aldol condensation. I had used an example of acetaldehyde. I'll be using the same example. I'll be giving some questions which you need to answer and post me in the comment. So my reactants were acetaldehyde. So let me write the acetaldehyde in this particular format. Well guys, stereochemistry plays a very important role in understanding the product. Now what is stereochemistry? It is the way in which you write the reactants. It is the representation of the reactants. Now I have mentioned an acetaldehyde such that the oxygen atom is exposed. Let me write or mention the second mole of acetaldehyde in this particular format. I know that it is CH3 C double bond OH. A bit of change or variation in writing CH3. I have written it as CH3, that is H2CH. Well, I hope you understood what I am trying to do over here. I have exposed an oxygen at one aldehyde and I have exposed the hydrogens on the other aldehyde to trigger in my mind that whenever I am using a dilute alkali over here, when I am thinking of a condensation reaction, the basic definition of condensation reaction is a reaction which involves loss of smaller products like ammonia, water, alcohol, etc. Now here I can generate a water molecule out of this. So I have an H2O coming out, where the oxygen is supplied by one of the aldehyde and hydrogen is supplied by the other aldehyde. For understanding, let me just mention the color of oxygen with the aldehyde belongs. And what is the end result? I have got a CH3, single bond C and H. This part of aldehyde I have not taken into consideration for a reactant. It is a double bond CH, C, double bond O and an H. Guys, the previous mechanism of multiple steps what I have mentioned was an end result of this system. It is an alpha, beta, unsaturated aldehyde. It is an alpha, beta, unsaturated aldehyde. Depending upon your favorite actors, you can just name this. One of them will be a hero, the other will be a heroine. That's left to you. But release what. That's it. So for your references, for your work, to know whether you have understood the reactions thoroughly or not, try the trick using acetone as one of the reactants. So you can have 2 moles of acetone, try an aldol condensation using this. Use acetone, think about the product and answer me in the comment. In the next session, we will be having a cross aldol condensation. Thank you.